Hello again, Year 6. So we're going to continue with odd and even numbers today, okay? But we're going to look at the more challenging questions, so the more reasoning and problem solving. So just to get started, can you circle the odd numbers and tick the even numbers? So how I would like you to do this is I would like you to do like you did yesterday and create two tables. Two columns. I'd like you to label one of them odd and one of them even. Then I would like you to put each of these numbers into those columns, depending on whether they are odd or even. Pause the video now and have a go. Okay, so our even numbers are 100, 10 pence, this one, sorry, that's wrong, sorry, ignore me. Our even numbers are the ones with the ticks, so this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And our odd numbers are the ones that are circled. So this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, okay? Which is a 3p stamp, apparently. Okay, well done if you got those correct. So today we're going to have a look at something like this. So which number is the odd one out and why? So let's have a look here. We've got the number 14, we've got the number 12, and we've got the number 21, okay? So one of them is the odd one out. So if I have a look at these numbers, we've got quite a few reasons why they could be the odd one out. So the similarities are they are all two-digit numbers, okay? But I'm going to say that 21 is the odd one out, okay? So can you have a look and think about why you think 21 is the odd one out? We've got 14, we've got 12, and we've got 21. Think about what we are doing today. Why is 21 the odd one out? Okay, so 21 is the odd one out because it is the only odd number. Okay, so it is an odd number because it ends in a 1. Okay, and 1 is an odd number. Regardless of the fact that it's got a 2 there, it ends in a 1. This one ends in a 2. And 2 is an even number. This one ends in a 4. And 4 is an even number. Okay, so that means that 21 is the odd one out because it is odd. Have a go at this one. Which number is the odd one out and why? So you've got the number 5, the number 20, and the number 26. Which one is the odd one out and why? Be careful here because it's not asking which one is the odd number, it's asking which one is the odd one out. Okay? Pause the video and see if you can identify the odd one out here. Okay, then let's have a look. So, the number 5 is the odd one out because it is the only odd number. I know this because it cannot be split into two groups equally. Okay, so let's just prove that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this one here, I've got 3, and in this group here, I've got 2. Okay, so 5 is the odd one out because it is odd. You could have also had a different answer. You could have said that 26 was the odd one out because it's the only one that's not in the 5 times table. But today we are looking at odd and even numbers, so I wanted you really to choose the number 5 as being the odd one out because it is the only odd number. Well done. Let's move on. Have a look at this one then. So, true or false? 12 is an odd number. Prove your answer using concrete, pictorial and abstract representations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line here for you. That is the method that you are going to use to work this out. Is it true or false? 12 is an odd number. Pause the video and have a go. Let's have a look at the answer then, shall we? So 12 is an even number because it can be split evenly into two groups. Therefore, this answer is false. Okay, so I've demonstrated it here for you. We've got 6 in each group, which means that the number 12 is even. Well done if you got that correct. Have a look at this one. 43 is an even number because it starts with 4. Is she right? Prove it using your equipment. So again, I'm going to draw you a line, and this is the method that you are going to use. Okay, unless you feel confident with odd and even numbers, but it's always good to draw a picture or a representation to help to support your answer. Pause the video now and have a go. Have a look at the answer then. So, Sarah is wrong because 43 cannot be split into two equal groups. There will be one left over. It is odd because it ends in a 3. Okay, so my pictorial representation here only has the 3 dots because I've only done it for the ones digit. Okay, but really, ideally, you should have done it for all 43. So you should have split 43 into 2, and you should have realised that you would have had one extra in one of your columns. Okay, let's move on. Let's have a look at this one. So Tommy says that when he adds two odd numbers together, his total will be even. Is he correct? Convince me. Okay, so here I want you to still use your columns, okay? But because you are adding these two numbers together, I want you to use the same column, but maybe use a different colour. So do your first 5 in one colour, pencil, and then your second number, which is a 7, in a different colour, okay, to show where you've stopped and where you've started. This will help with the convince me part, okay? Pause the video and have a go. Is he correct? Okay, then let's have a look. So he is correct. If you add two odd numbers together, they split into two equal groups. So if we have a look at my diagram here, I have done the first 5 in red, and then I've done the next 7 in purple. So if I count each group, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this group. And in this group, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 also. Okay? So because I've got the same in each group, it means that my total number is even. Therefore, he is correct. Let's have a look at this one. So it says, investigate what happens when you carry out these calculations using facts from the 2, 5 or 10 times table. So odd multiplied by odd, even multiplied by even, odd multiplied by even. Is each answer odd or even? Is that always the case? Okay, then choose one and give 5 examples. So choose 2 odd numbers. So if you chose 3 and 5 maybe, okay, you multiply them together. Even if you did 2 times 4. Odd and even if you did 3 times 2. See what answers you get. Are they odd? Are they even? Pause the video now and have a go. Let's have a look at the answers then. So, for your first one, odd multiplied by odd, 5 times by 3 is 15. 15 is odd because it ends in a 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Again, 25 is odd because it ends in a 5. So that must mean that an odd number multiplied by an odd number equals an odd number. For your second one, you've got 10 times by 2, which is 10. Okay, so it ends in a 0, therefore it is even. And 10 times by 4 is 20, and again it ends in a 0, so it's even. So that means that an even number multiplied by an even number is an even number. Okay, so let's have a look at odd and even. So 5, which is an odd number, multiplied by 4, which is an even number, equals 20. Okay? 20 is even because it ends in a 0. 5, my odd number, times 6, my even number, is 30. Again, it ends in a 0, which means that it is even. And then 5, my odd number, multiplied by 8, my even number, equals 40. Okay, so that again is even because it ends in a 0. So that must mean that an odd number multiplied by an even number equals an even number. Okay, so in your multiplications, you've got more chance of getting an even number than you have of getting an odd number. Have a look at this one. Okay, so this is quite similar. See if we can find an answer. So Whitney says, I have added two one-digit numbers. My answer divides into two equal groups. So what could Whitney's numbers be? Is this the only possible answer? Which numbers would not be possible? So if they divide into two equal groups, that must mean that your total is even, wasn't it? Okay? But it does not mean that both of your numbers are even. Try it. Try an odd number, add an even number. Try an odd number, add an odd number. Try an even number, add an even number. What do you notice? Pause the video now and have a go. Okay then, let's have a look. So, 4 add 2 is 6, so even add even is even. So she could have any other even numbers to add together, okay? So if she added any even numbers together, she would get an even answer. But she could also have added two odd numbers together, okay? So for example, 5 add 7 is 12, 3 add 9 is 12, 1 add 5 is 6. However, if she added an odd number and an even number together, she wouldn't have got an even answer. So if I added 4 and 5, my answer would be 9. Okay, so if I put that into my columns, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, which is there. Add my 5, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this column, I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in this column, I have got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that means that my answer would be odd. Okay, therefore it wouldn't divide into two equal groups. So as long as she doesn't add an odd number and an even number together, then she can have two equal groups. Well done today, Year 6. I'll speak to you again soon.